In an age when nearly everything that we do is recorded or tracked, it might seem like there isn't anything that we can do to keep our personal data personal.
News 13's Jennifer Emmert joins us now with a change in privacy rights that could impact you.
A new law in California could give everyone in the country more control over what they share and who they share it with. From where you like to shop to where you live, companies have been turning your personal data into big profits for years. But to start this year, the California Consumer Privacy Act gives California residents and perhaps millions of others new privacy rights.
This law is definitely the first comprehensive privacy law we have in this country. It's the first law that will require big companies that make money off of your data to give you back some control over it.
Even better news, while the law currently applies to only California residents, Consumer Reports says the law is likely to have a ripple effect throughout the U.S.
First, we're already starting to see a bunch of other states consider passing similar legislation. Nevada has already passed a privacy law, for example. I also think a lot of companies are just going to follow this law everywhere rather than try to figure out where people are to decide what law to comply with.
Here's what California residents can expect to see changed. Companies will offer consumers the option of having their data deleted. Some companies, such as Google and Facebook, have already provided these options to consumers. In addition, companies are also now required to provide details about the kinds of third parties they're selling data to. But possibly the most significant change will be an opt-out link, a button on the bottom of the web page that says "Do not sell my personal information," which Californians will start seeing soon. And since these changes might not come immediately for those living outside of the Golden State, Consumer Reports says using an ad blocker is still one of the best ways to stop companies from tracking you. If you'd like to see similar privacy laws for your state, Consumer Reports says you can contact your state representative and let them know that you'd like to see a change. Go to WLOS.com and click on Consumer Reports under the News tab for more information.
Right now at noon, we have new details on a woman killed in a hit and run in Buncombe County. Deputies say a driver struck and killed 29-year-old Jamie Cumble of Asheville. It happened around 7 last night near the intersection of Charlotte Highway and Winterwind Drive. News 13's Taylor Stewart joins us live. Taylor, deputies may be looking for 2 drivers?
Yeah, just tragic news for Ms. Kumla's family. Deputies say it's possible one driver struck Ms. Kumla and then another driver struck her, both of them fleeing the scene here today. Hardly any signs of the senseless accident that claimed Jamie's life. Now officers say they're following up on evidence and witness statements. They're reviewing what they have at this point, but it's not much.
They received some information that one vehicle had struck the deceased, and that possibly another vehicle had come in and struck them and had left the area.
State troopers say they've received tips and on the makes and model of the potential cars involved. They're not ready to release that information at this time. They're asking anyone with tips to get in contact with them so they can solve this. Now, I did speak with a woman inside this gas station. They say Jamie frequented the place last night. She came inside to buy some chips or buy something in the store and went to walk home. And that's when the police lights came and they started to notice what actually happened. So to learn that it was her, a customer they service all the time, a tragic situation here. For now, we're live in Asheville. I'm Taylor Stewart, News 13.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jay Siltzer. This is your morning cup of Jay. Buffalo Wild Wings is making a side bet with football fans ahead of the biggest game of the year. The Chicken Wings chain is betting with fans that this year's Super Bowl will not go into overtime. If it does, it says it will give free wings to everyone in the U.S. and Canada. The San Francisco 49ers take on the Kansas City Chiefs in Miami February 2nd.
It's 21st century education in action.
In today's Never Stop Learning, we go road tripping and take a look at a student STEM showcase.
Math. The total weight of the boat must be equally balanced with the upthrust of the buoyancy.
And now our boat is fixed and we sing. Row, 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 row.
Students at Hendersonville Elementary School are showing visitors how they participate in STEM activities on a daily basis. 3 years ago, the school was recognized as a STEM school. Teachers say they do project-based learning in the classroom. And twice a year, they have a school-wide unit where everyone is doing the same theme.
Each grade level chose a different destination, and they are pulling in their math, their science, their technology, their ELA, and their social studies into that theme.
4th grade is going to from the mountains to the sea of North Carolina, and 5th grade is going to the 13 colonies.
When things are touching each other and rubbing, what force is that? Friction.
Teachers say eventually they'll learn about forecasting and look at global weather patterns.